and we're probably going to see our first anomaly soon. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Hello one and all, Mickey here and welcome to Distrust. This is an Arctic survival game with horror elements. You control up to 3 survivors and the goal is to make out of the zone you're currently in, and to get into the next zone. There are 5 zones in the game, get through that and you win. You have to manage your stats, and obviously if your stats get too low you begin to lose health, but the biggest problem is sleeping draws in alien entities. We will get to that soon enough, I think. Let's start a new game. Of course, it is going to be the challenge difficulty. It is really the only way it's meant to be played. Now, by default, you choose 2 survivors. I've completed the game with the best ending, so I've unlocked the 3rd slot. But what we're doing today is starting the game with only 1 survivor. Now, the game isn't designed for this, and you can't even click start with just 1 survivor. It has to be at least 2. So we're going to have our main survivor, which is this guy. His special ability is that he can kick down doors that are locked without having to use any kind of resources like lockpick or crowbar, and it is basically instant. He is one of the best characters in the game. As you'd imagine, all these characters have different abilities, like a character that whenever she cooks creates protein milkshakes as extra food, or another character starts with a gun and a few bullets, or another character that starts with energy supplies and their energy stat goes down more slowly and increases more quickly when they sleep. Things like that. We are going to be going with Mr. Brown here, who can kick down doors instantly, and we need an extra character to actually get into the game, who we will just leave out in the cold. And this guy's a smoker, so yep, you'll do. Everyone has a shared inventory, so whatever cigarettes he starts with, I'll just chuck them on the ground, throw him into a corner, and he's done. Something to note though, you can only find 1 additional survivor in the entire game. That happens in Zone 4. So from Zone 1 to 3, we're going to be on our own, just Martin here, which is going to cause us quite a bit of trouble. As I mentioned, the game isn't designed to go through with just 1 character. Sure, it means that there's less food being eaten, but it means you go through the zones more slowly. And the slower you go through zones, the more your stats are going to decrease, the more you're going to have to sleep, the more enemies you're going to spawn because you had to sleep. But as I said, we'll get to that soon enough. I think it's about time we get started.
On to the nearest stations. We have an emergency. We're losing people one after the other. We need help.
It was already too late when they called us. The rescue team was ready for anything. But then, that bright light. Before I could open my eyes, we were the only ones left.
So here we are. You buddy, you just go there and also empty your inventory of that cigarette. Yeah, we're not going to be taking that with us. And you, Brown, let's start you off in this building here. Yeah, so this is the map. This is the exit you need to leave to get to the next zone. As you can see, these are the zones here. Zone 6 doesn't really count. You get to Zone 6 and you're basically just making a choice and you end the game. And each zone you're in is randomly generated, as is the means to get out of the zone. There are small puzzles you have to complete. This one, I suspect, if I can pause the game, is going to be one of 2 puzzles you have to get out. I think maybe it's the one with the radiation? Yeah. Radiation or poison, given by the fact there's that sign on the door, which means we just need to find 1 radiation suit, or HEV suit, whatever you want to call it. And of course just 1, because we only have 1 character. Ideally, you do want to loot everything in the area, so that you can have as many resources as possible to then be able to use in the later areas, which get much more difficult. Let's get going, and I will just, talk through it. Stats are up here. Warmth, hunger, and energy. Let's loot that. When your warmth goes down to near 0, you start to lose health, obviously. And you can get debuffs like frostbite, things like that. When your stamina gets down to 0, you also lose health, but you also get a bunch of debuffs that indicate your character's going crazy. These can range from you can only hear static with that character selected, or you can only see in black and white when that character's selected, that kind of thing. For the most part, they're not that big a deal. Some can be annoying, but they're not really game-ending. And then there is your hunger, which, again, pretty obvious. When you run out, you begin to lose health. Okay, so we have a light jacket, that'll be going for you, and we found the keys. You always find these in one of the first containers that you open. This will allow you to unlock any door that you come across, but it takes time, and only 1 person can be using the keys at once. Let's break our way in here. Yep, because we have 3 choices. We can use a lockpick or a crowbar. I'm not sure which one this one's indicating. We can open it with the keys, or we can kick it down. If we kick it down, it breaks the door, and it means heat from inside is going to be escaping. So instead of this area, this building, keeping us warm, you can see he is actually losing heat by being here. But hopefully won't be in this building long, so I don't mind doing this, and it also means that we can clear this area as quickly as possible. As I said, the longer you're here, the longer the stats go down, and the worse off you're going to be. Wow, all of these doors are locked? It's like this building was made for you, buddy. Get through that as well. And, okay, yeah, these are our radiation suits we need. Frankly, we only really need 1. And that one's locked as well! That's impressive, game. I don't think I've ever seen 4 locked doors in a row. Okay, so each building has a purpose. This one is chemical. Here you can make medkits if you have the right items, which we don't. Get through that. And what is this exactly? Nothing in here from the looks of it? No. So here we've got a furnace. This keeps the building warm, assuming that the door is actually working and closed and, you know, fixed, and all the windows are not broken. And actually, let's head down here first. And yeah, that all the windows are not broken and they're all closed. If the door's broken or the windows are broken or they're open, then heat gets out and you actually lose heat while you're in the building. In the starting area, all the buildings are, the furnaces are running, keeping you warm, and the generators are on, meaning the lights are on. Without lights, you have to move around really slowly with your flashlight, and it can really burn up a lot of time clearing building after building. But yeah, as I said, in the first area, both generators are working, the furnace and the main generator. As you progress through the game, you find that either they start to run out of fuel very quickly, and even later on, you just find they're just out of fuel and broken. That's when, you know, at that point in the game, you're in trouble. You need to make sure you've got everybody doing what they need to do, not wasting time. Otherwise, you're going to be burning resources. Okay, what's wrong with you? Oh, you're cold. Yeah, don't worry about it, buddy. You're fine. You're absolutely fine there. You're cold. You're suffering from withdrawals. Not bothered. And you've got the common cold. So you'll be losing health even more. Yep, I'm fine with it. So let's bust our way into here. We already have a means to escape, but let's not do that just yet. I want to get as much resources as I can. Because the early stages, honestly, zones 1 and 2, if you have multiple characters that you control at the same time, they're incredibly easy. All you have to do is make sure that you don't sleep. Well, that does look as well. Make sure you don't sleep until you're ready to leave, and then have everybody sleep at the same time, ideally. Then have them just run all to the exit, making sure the exit has already been unlocked, because you'll be chased down by anomalies. All of these doors are locked. Wow. And yes, one of the reasons that I wanted to do this series is because I really want to see a playthrough of it. But all the YouTubers I've seen play this, they all did 2 episodes of it, found that it wasn't getting very many views, and thought, well, you know, I'm not going to make a series out of it. I'm not going to continue the series. And I just thought, wow, that's just real classy, guys. Well done. Just top marks. Let's go clear this building out. So yeah, I figured I would give it a shot. I've played through it enough times. I've unlocked most of the characters. There's only one character I haven't unlocked. And that is the character that you need to use 100 medkits throughout your time playing this game. And in one playthrough, you'll get like 6, 7, 8 medkits. So that's kind of grindy. I'm not going to go through that one. But yeah, everything else, all the other characters I have unlocked. And that I'm happy with. Yeah, his heat is not much of a problem. We're only kicking down the doors of buildings that we're charging through. And in the first zone, everything's powered. Okay, we'll cook right at the end. Everything's powered, the furnace and lighting. So yeah, we don't need to spend much time in buildings, except for this building, because we're going to be cooking food, which I will do right before sleeping. Again, you're going to want that building to be to have the furnace on and the power on before going to sleep. Furnace is, you know, clear, otherwise you'll freeze. Although when you're sleeping, your warmth doesn't go down as quickly. But yes, you do need the generator on while you're sleeping as well. We'll get into that as well. So yeah, this crate here, this wooden crate, you can chop it up or saw it up for more resources. To repair any piece of equipment, you need... Wow, why isn't music kicking in? Oh, because this character's dying. Never mind. To repair items, you need proper planks of wood, not rotten wood. So that's why you need to chop up as many of these wooden crates as you can, because, as I said in the later stages, all the furnaces and generators are going to be broken, as well as the windows, the doors, and you need to do a lot of work in any building you're going to spend any considerable amount of time in, especially if you're going to be cooking or sleeping in it. Okay, you've got Strange Whispers. So that's the first of his debuffs. We'll go check on him in a second. No, don't move. You stay there. Let's have you doing that. And we'll listen to this guy. So yeah, as you can see, with his debuff, you can hear Strange Whispers when you've got this character selected. Grab some coffee beans. And how many more buildings we've got? We've cleared out all of these, and just these left, and we already know how to get out. He is going to die any second now. Wow. Cigarettes, we don't need that. Cigarettes I haven't actually found a use for. If you highlight them, it says that they improve the mood of your character, but I don't know what that means. Define mood. It doesn't remove their debuffs, no matter how many cigarettes you smoke, so I'm not really sure what they're for. I mean, I think they're primarily for this guy who... Jones, I've ordered workbenches for the shops. They'll be delivered and installed in every warehouse in the zone soon. My guys will finally be able to repair their tools instead of having to order new ones every week. Bit of lore there. So yeah, in Zone 2 and onwards, there'll be workbenches you can repair items. So yeah, I think the cigarettes are primarily for the smoker, who, while he's smoking cigarettes, his health doesn't go down as quickly. It makes complete sense. And what does it say? Those creatures are man-eaters. People are going to sleep and never waking up. We're trying to stay awake. I hope it keeps us safe. It won't, buddy. So yeah, this is our bed, or a bed. As you can see, this building is primarily a sleeping area. You can find beds in other areas, like a home area, like this. And later on you'll even find beds that are just broken, which you need to repair before you can use. What's your health like? Yeah, you're not doing that great. Sorry buddy, you've got to stay there. If the game allowed me to start with only one character, I would have done that, and you wouldn't have to come in here and die. So, right, I think I actually missed... Yeah, these magnifying glasses indicate there's a bit of lore here. I'll go back to this room and read it, just so you guys know what it was. I think I skipped through it. I usually do. And that indicates that there's a medical place here that you can make medkits. Again, I'm going to want to do that before I leave. Coal for the furnace. Loot that. What are resources like? We don't have enough to make a medkit. You need bad pills, bad bandages, and some powder that I can't remember what it's called. You can use bad pills and bad bandages, but they have a 50% chance to cure whatever they're meant to. So pills for stomach illnesses, bandages for cuts, which you get randomly when you're looting something. Ideally, you're going to want to use the proper pills or proper bandages. If the old pills or dirty bandages fail, you actually lose health instead of curing whatever ailment you have. And not to mention, they're used to make medkits. Cigarettes, not what I'm looking for. More lore. And it says, the most frequent emergency on polar expeditions is food poisoning. Absorbing pills are essential in those cases. Cuts happen less often and medical units always have bandages on hand. For frostbite and colds, use first aid kits, which contain components specifically made to remedy these problems. For emergencies, the base contains pre-measured doses of adrenaline or intracardinal injection, as in adrenaline. If someone is in a coma, adrenaline will resuscitate him or her, so you can safely bring them to the hospital, or have them keep going and try to complete the game. So let's go read this bit of lore as well. And this icon is just a bit of loot I dropped on the ground. It was his cigarettes, so we don't need to worry about it. And yeah, the medkit, as it mentioned in that briefing document, if you want to call it that, medkits don't cure bleeding or stomach illnesses, which I think is really weird. Only bandages and stomach pills do that. And this says, we couldn't wait for you. The anomalies are out of control. Mitch and I left instructions for how to fight them in the next medical unit. They're the result of careful observation, so follow them to the letter. Alas, this is the end for me. I'm going to sleep, never to wake up. Yeah, right. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine, buddy. Let's head up here. So we've got a bed here, we need to use that medical place ideally, and we need to cook before we leave. Our stamina isn't great, even though we've been clearing this area really quickly. but that is kind of how it goes with one character. It's going to get worse and worse as we venture on. Once we get to Zone 4, well, by the time we get to Zone 4, the area is going to be very, very difficult to clear, but yeah, we will at least have one additional character that we picked at random. Well, we also have to find them. That's a problem as well. Do we have a gasoline canister? I don't think we do we? No, we don't. That is something we need to find quite quickly. Here we can sleep as well. There is a sofa. As you can see, this hut area that this building's indicated as, you can sleep here as well. Ideally, with 2 more characters, you want to sleep in a building that has... Oh, crowbar, won't be needing that. You want to sleep in a building that has like multiple beds or multiple sofas, so everybody can sleep at once. Which sure will draw in more anomalies, but for the most part, as long as the furnace is fueled and the generator is fueled, the heating and the lighting's on, then they can't get through the door. For the most part, at least in Zone 1 and 2, I think. And still can't chop that up. I need to find a saw or a hatchet as quickly as possible. I need planks of wood to repair things, and although you get a lot, you absolutely do get a lot, you also use a lot. And yeah, his stamina is really going down. Okay. Yep, this guy, can't even remember his name, he has died. He's actually now gone completely. He's just turned into energy, or whatever the hell it is that he's turned into. Yep, there are lore reasons for this that you will see soon enough. Soon enough. Let's loot all this stuff, and hopefully we can get a hatchet or a saw. You know what? Fast forward this area for now. I think I'll only be looting. Hey, gas can. Okay, so this guy is now taking damage from being so tired, and he cut himself on that last cupboard, which is unfortunate. Thankfully, we don't have clean bandages. Then you need to use dirty bandages, and if it fails, then you're going to be injured, and if the second one fails, you will have no way to heal yourself. Okay, it worked. Oh, thank God, it worked. And we also found a saw in one of these cupboards. Man, that was really lucky. Well, unlucky to get a wound from searching, from looting, but lucky that that dirty bandage actually worked. So in the meantime, I'm going to cut up these boxes. I realise he's taking damage from being so tired. I don't know if I can do all of these. Maybe I'll do these 2, but I won't do any more in the other buildings, and I might go for a quick nap, not too long, or draw into any anomalies. But he's taking damage. He's taking way too much damage. Damn it, I might need to sleep now. Yeah, you know what? I can't afford to take so much damage. Yeah, go here. There was a bed here, wasn't there? And here it is. So, in Zones 1 and 2, or at least in Zone 1, as long as the generators are on and the furnace is on, the anomalies can't get inside. Very, very important. So go to sleep, at least for a little bit. And fast forward. And that's enough for now. Have something to eat. Take this for now, for the time being, just some sweets. That'll keep you over the limit of getting damaged. And there you go, that'll do for now. It does not fill up a lot. Let's clear this building. And that'll be all the buildings cleared. We still need to go through them and chop up boxes for planks of wood. We need to cook food. And ideally, we'd like to make a medkit, but I don't have the items I need. So what does this law say? We haven't been able to determine what brings about the materialization of the anomalous objects. However, Dr. Ishimura, really, Ishimura, as in the ship where Dead Space was on, I love it, proposed a compelling hypothesis. According to his data, the materialization occurs in the presence of high concentrations of delta waves, produced by human brain during deep sleep. So yeah, sleeping draws them. But we knew that already. We've got some more lore here. We've got a fuel barrel here, which should be indicated on the map as well. You can see the magnifying glass is law, and the barrel is fuel. I believe the barrels have infinite amount of fuel, but you can only hold as many fuel canisters as you actually have in your inventory. So what does this law say? Looks like I got the winning ticket. All the guys wanted to see it at once, and then this abnormal stuff started happening. I tore the ticket in 5 pieces, just in case, and hid in different spots so that only I can find it. Think in a couple of days it will all settle down, then I'll get the ticket back together to see what I've won. I've heard I could even get a trip somewhere. So yeah, at random there's a chance for a piece of ticket, 1 of 5 pieces, to spawn, I believe in the last area of the game, I think, but it's not guaranteed. If you get all 5 ticket pieces, I think you can then go to the website and then log in or make an account, and then you get put into a lottery to win a ticket to go to the Arctic. So basically you win a holiday to the Arctic. But yeah, in my playthrough I think I've only found 3 pieces, so oh well. So that is all the areas cleared. There is still a box over here that I want to chop up while the saw is in working condition. Is it? Well, I think this will end up breaking it. So let's head over and chop it up. Then, yeah, we can't make a med kit. Oh, we can! This is what we need. Sterilizing powder. So we need this, that, and that to make 1 med kit. So we'll also make a med kit. Then, actually, not having a bandage could really cause a lot of problems. Although ideally you shouldn't be using dirty bandages, you should be using normal bandages. That's fine, I'll make a medkit anyway. And we also need to cook up the instant soup, the coffee, and the frozen vegetables. You always, ideally, want to eat food that is cooked. As far as I'm aware in this game, eating uncooked food isn't dangerous, it just doesn't give you anywhere near the benefits. Eating cooked food will fill your hunger rating more, and also do other things like increase energy, or more often increase heat. Increase heat, shall I say. So things like soup that's hot, which will remain hot after you cooked it. Yep, that's a saw done. Let's head down to here and make the medkit. So yeah, the foods that you cook will remain hot throughout the entire playthrough, and like baked potatoes, well, that'll also warm you up while you're eating it. How many foods have we got? We've got spoiled foods, which we can't really afford to have right now, seeing as any food has the chance to roll a event where the guy says, or whoever the character is, this food looks slightly mouldy, should I eat it? And then you pick yes or no. No throws food away. Yes is a 50-50 chance that it gives you food poisoning. So eating this spoiled food that you find, it really should be done only in an emergency or late into the game where you've got a lot of pills. Both good pills and not so good pills, the old pills. So yeah, let's fast forward this is going to take a while. Actually, before you do that, you're kind of starving, so eat, yeah, instant noodles. And you're done with that, just about, and then get back to making a medkit. Okay, so that's a medkit. We really need to sleep at this point. Yeah, you need to sleep for a little bit of time, because you're already down to half health. Damn, wow! Yeah, having 1 character, you burn through your stats so quickly. He has to sleep. And it's some draw anomalies as well. That is really unfortunate. And being here for so long, ooh, that generator's nearly out. Yeah, sleep for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 seconds, then fill up the generator. And we're probably going to see our first anomaly soon. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Come on, enough to get rid of that debuff. Now, go. Fill up the generator. As you can see, he's moving much more slowly, and you can't see objects in the building unless you point your flashlight at them. So you won't know what objects are lootable unless you're either... the building you're in has a working generator with fuel in it, or you're pointing your torch at it. So back to sleep. This will draw in an anomaly. Okay, you know what? That'll do. Halfway will do. Didn't trigger an anomaly just yet. Let's go down here and cook whatever food we've got. The furnace is on. The generator is off, though. I suppose we could fill up the generator. Fuel is infinite. Where is the Where's the stove? I think the stove's here. Yeah, fill it up. We can always go to here on our way out to... Oh, no, that's going to be a problem, is it? Fine, we will go there after we've cooked and before we sleep. Okay, now we're hungry again. Oh, man, this guy. Okay, let's start cooking. Start with salad, and you want to eat a salad straight away after you cooked it. So, fast forward. Okay, and then eat salad, which will fill you up a lot more than eating frozen food. And as you can see, it should fill up at least halfway. Yeah, pretty good. Now fast forward again. Okay, this is our first event. Let's pause it. While making coffee, you have a feeling of deja vu, as if you've lived this moment before or dreamed it. You feel like something bad is about to happen. Okay, stop making coffee. You then lose the coffee you're making, but it's a 50-50 chance that you lose it. Or you can say, that's ridiculous, continue making coffee, where it's also a 50-50 chance that you lose it. I don't fully understand this particular event, but, you know, just say, that's ridiculous, continue making coffee. And the outcome is... good. Okay. So, I think we made... well, let's find out. Okay, we made 1 extra coffee. So, the outcome was either spoil the coffee beans that you got, or make 1 extra coffee. Which, you know, good. Fast forward. And I think that is all our food. It is. Let's go. Quick, quick, quick. Let's head over to here, fill up our fuel barrel, or fuel can, wherever it is. I can't see now that the lighting is out. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Unfortunate. We're going to have to come in here and look around with our flashlight. Where are you, buddy? You move very, very slowly, my man. They each have different stats for cold resistance, walking speed, and running speed. And yeah, walking speed does have an effect because it's the speed you go at when you're indoors and things aren't lit. So where is that fuel can? The game says there is one in here. There it is. Fill up the gas can that we've got. And while we're here, do that quickly. Quick, quick, quick. Now leave. While we're here, let's open this door now, while we're not being chased by any anomalies. And then we'll head over to sleep, fill up our energy, then we'll head to the next area. Unfortunately, shall I say, we're on half health in the first zone. And medkits are very, very rare. Although I do believe good pills and good bandages actually increase your health, or at least restore your health. Let's kick that down. But not step inside, because there is poison, or radiation, or gas, whatever you want to call it. We do have the clothing, attire, whatever you want to call it, the HEV suit that we need to get through. Now we sleep. It will draw in the anomalies. But we've got everything done. We've looted everything. There are a few boxes that we didn't chop up, but we can't do it because the tools that we have are broken, and there is no place to repair it in this zone. So, yeah, buddy, you're done for here. Let's go to sleep. And fast forward. Oh, here we go. I didn't realise you'd spawned. This is one of the anomalies. This is the void, or the black orb, or whatever you want to call it. This guy is afraid of light. Light will hurt it when it's around a lit area, like these lamps, or their torches, or just going into a building that has a generator on and lights on. It will cause them damage, and it will slowly kill them. You can also kill any anomaly with 1 shot of a bullet. It's guaranteed to work every single time. Yep, see, he's losing health. And you're done. Let's run over to here, and we'll leave when he walks past, or flies past. In fact, while you're here... Oh, there's 2! Wow. While you're here, have something to eat. So I don't have to deal with this in the next area. Okay, can you guys wander off? Are there any buildings blocking me? Not really. Okay, now, go, 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 go. Go. Yeah, being close to any of them will actually cause you to lose health, as well as causing you to lose whatever stat is applied to them. I think the black orbs make you lose energy, I think. Not sure. Let's put on the radiation suit. And then charge through. And also kick the door down. Kick it down quickly. Nothing in to loot, is there? Not that I can actually see. Is there? Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, leave. Actually pause it. And guys, that is the end of Zone 1. We have got 4 more zones to go. It is very tricky with only one person. You spend much more time and your stats decrease much more because you're spending more time in each zone. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and let everybody else know who will enjoy it as well. And I will see you for Zone 2. Let's see how Mr. Brown gets on. Bye-bye. Leave, leave, leave! That was close.